Sorry, my cheek still hurts because of literally my infection came back, so I'm gonna have to make a few calls tomorrow and see if I could get my tooth fixed. With this infection, it kind of makes my jaw hurts and like can't really breathe well. Jasper right now. I got off work, you guys. I got off work. I actually sold my Pokemon collection. Most of it, not all. So, got a good amount of money off that. Gonna be selling a 3DS that I actually recently picked up. You know how 3DS XLs are usually like a $200 to $300 range? I got mine for like 160. I say that's deal. I am gonna be selling it tomorrow with my Pokemon X and Mario Kart. But anyways, this is kind of a topic still that I know I keep kind of bringing it up and up, but it just seems like Shortbus still hasn't learned his lesson. Hey, welcome on in, Mickey Universe. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. I know Shortbus. I don't know if he's still watching my streams anymore or not, but he actually blocked me on my main account and on my second account. Just because I kind of wanted to have a chat with him to see why he blocked me and if he can make an apology video on dissing the EDP catchers. Hey, welcome on in, Peter. How are you doing today? Welcome on in, Shane? Oh my god, I'm forgetting how to speak English. But nobody cares. Oh my god. You take a guess, Lobel. But Shortbus, he's a 40 man with no life, no job, and he actually puts so much attention on a small channel, the EDP catchers, where the EDP catchers actually made a couple of arrests and report their information to the police, and they do whatever it takes to gather evidence and send it to the police. Hey, welcome on in, Nikki. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. No, not even close, Lobel. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot to me because I came back streaming. So, but anyways, like Shortbus guy, I keep telling him, let's do a panel. Let's actually talk. Like you can actually, I will make a panel on my channel so you can talk. He refuses to talk. It's kind of funny how he started all this drama, and then he just backs out like a wuss. I clearly don't understand why he wanted to start the drama in the first place. All. Hey, welcome on in, Rusher. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. My name is Janet. Yeah. It's just more of like Shortbus. Like it's kind of funny how his whole like decoys community. We're kind of ganging up on the EDP catchers, but next thing you know, when we start fighting back and we started actually speaking facts, they decided to not listen and just straight up just block us. So basically, we won the war against them. It would have been cool, nice if they did a apology video, but I don't think that's never gonna happen. But we at least did not back down, and we actually showed them what was up about the EDP catchers videos. Um, but yeah, honestly, if people do not check Shortbus12, he's just a grown man doing prank calls. Say that he does not contribute anything to society. But yeah, I actually did got a 3DS though. Man, I'm just kind of happy that I actually got it for a good deal. But unfortunately, I am gonna sell it though, because I kind of need the money. Because I got a tooth infection, so gotta save up that bread to pay off my freaking teeth. That's probably the most important. If everybody, there's always a device where your health comes first before saving up money, because your health is the long run. I I am just thinking about just wanting to get my cavity fixed, just because it's just been bothering me. Antibiotics most likely ran out. I don't want to go back to the hospital, ask for antibiotics again, because it will be the third time, and that's just not healthy. Um, but it's just kind of more where I don't think I'm never gonna be coming back on making like any videos anymore. I don't know. It's kind of more of like whenever I have time and stuff. And you know what? I do appreciate everybody who's been following me since I ever started my channel a couple like 4 years ago. That definitely means a lot to me. It's actually amazing how I got my first 1,000 subscribers, and we actually kept growing since then. We're close to 4K, which honestly it would be nice to hit it, but there's no rush. I'm just kind of more of like doing my own thing. I just feel like I might just not do any more content anymore, just because I don't really have time to really do anything on YouTube except like live streams. So I might just quit on making shorts and videos and just focus on like maybe doing live streams more often. Just like chatting IRL. Maybe playing with viewers if we could. But yes, next Friday I am not gonna be able to work. Just cause Monday at my job we don't work at that day, so I think it's Labor Day or Memorial Day. Labor Day, I think. We do not work. But it's not paid, which sucks. So it's kind of funny. Oh, I guess my manager was like, it's kind of funny because he really didn't give me a choice. He was like, "Do you want to take Friday off?" Yes. Okay. It's just kind of funny, which I could have just said no, but I'm like, you know what? It would be nice to have like a Friday off, so I could focus on more of like my dental care and see if I could actually get an appointment. Just because my teeth has just been aching and it's been hurting. It's been bad. Time did felt pretty quick though, I'm not gonna lie. Like the other day, it felt like it was just Tuesday. But that's probably one good thing I like about my job. We don't work weekends, just Monday through Friday. And we have Saturday and Sunday off. That's probably just like perfect. Like now, like I actually have a good schedule because many people do work in the weekends. And for me now, it's like I had jobs where I had to work in the weekends, like early or even nighttime. Like I had a job that I had to do like 4 p.m. to like closing was like what 11 or 10, or I would be working like I don't know, like that grocery store I had, the grocery store job. I worked like 1 p.m. to 9:30, which I do not like that shift. It's more of like not really a good shift, I would say, just because it's just not a really good shift. And I used to work like only 4 or 5 days. I used to work Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, and well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But kind of glad that I got a better position. And then in the hotel job, my only days off, I believe, I think it was like Wednesdays and Thursdays. And I mean, it wasn't bad, but it felt kind of long because I started at 8:30 and I left at 5 p.m. But in the same time, which wasn't bad, I I kind of like this shift, honestly. I'm supposed to get out at like I start at 7 a.m. and it's actually not bad because I'm actually able to sleep like for a good hour because cooks do come in like at 5 to like 6. 6 is probably the latest for them, but they do leave early, like an hour early, hour and a half, let's just say. No, just an hour. I usually just like to leave around 3 p.m. because I could get my stuff done as a dishwasher because I am getting more experience on it. But I'm usually scheduled until like 3:30. Probably my favorite shift, to be honest. Because either way, you get out early, you have so much free time. But working the shift, like what I work, like the 1 p.m. to like 9:30, nah. Mm, Same goes as like, I actually worked another job. I actually, I actually did quit that job. I only worked for like 3 weeks, I think, or 2 weeks. Just because I was kind of like, man, like this is kind of a lot, and they're only paying us like 20 per hour. I did apply as a cook, and mind you, this was like probably like what my fourth day, I believe, or fifth. I don't remember. First day went actually pretty well because there was actually people with so much patience helping me. The other bad thing was because of the manager, the GM who hired me. I honestly thought she was okay until like I showed up like 3 minutes late on the first day, which it is bad. It does look bad. I want to be honest, but how I see things is like, I mean, people make mistakes. People, you can't control the traffic. You can't. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's okay. She was gonna send me home. I kind of felt pissed off until I kind of like told her that like I'm already here and like I don't have a ride back. I didn't really say that, but I just said that I can't control traffic. Like it was just traffic. Like how do you expect it? Like what? And I am kind of glad she did. So until then, I mean, I will shut up early for now on. But there is managers that would just send you home if you're a minute late, which I actually kind of find a little BS. Um. Anyways, with that job, I don't know. The shift leader, I did not like that shift leader at all. Even though he was younger than me by a year. I think he was 19. I don't know. He was just kind of more of like, you could tell people have like bad vibes or dark vibes or like the moment I was like, yeah, I didn't really get along with him. He actually kind of got mad at me because I think the GM like scolded him or something because he didn't really teach me, but I don't know. The funny part was when he did like say when he was like saying stuff to me while the GM left. I didn't even hear him. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of have bad hearing, so I kept kind of agreeing until later on. I kept kind of thinking about, okay, this guy's kind of an a hole, an a hole. But I guess when I was working with him, I was like, you know what? Even though he's kind of weird, I don't really get along with him. I think I could have managed. I'm gonna be honest. I did manage because like he doesn't really bother me as much. Um, but he was kind of meh. Anyways, mind you, this was my first day. I had no idea what I was doing because I was still new as being a cook. They kind of just expected me to really like know how to like just show me once. I'm like, look, some people could get it, but most people can't. And the funniest part is our there was going to be a new shift leader and he only lasted the second day. Why? Because that shift leader was like talking like kind of crap about him. And it's like, bro, like how do you expect us to like know everything in the second day? I just ignored him. I was like, even if he said something, I ignored him. Um, but I felt bad because the other guy left, and it was only like four of us. And that job was just super unprofessional. We were doing the paperwork and stuff like that. That GM, it took 2 hours just to complete the paperwork, which, mind you, uh, every manager or even GM has to help you out with the paper. That's required. She just straight up just left me with the laptop trying to help customers, and then she got mad at me just because we were taking so long. And I kind of just looked at her. I'm like I just told her too, like, oh well, I'm trying my best. I mean, and then she started just talking back bad to me. At that point, I should have just left. I'm like, you know what? This is just a waste of my time. You wasted my time, and I don't really appreciate your attitude. I should have called it off, but me being kind, trying to understand. I'm like, man, like I could just tell that she was just, mm. And it's like you're supposed to help me, like what? Like you left me alone to do my paperwork. You're not supposed to do that. Um, I straight up just quit. I didn't silent quit. I just wanted to let her know before I started my shift, just because I was working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday after my other job, so I would be basically working 16-hour shifts a day. um, Honestly, I asked her for part-time for like 5 hours. She only had 8. So I did took it for a while. Just because with my job, right, I'm like, okay, boom. We 3 p.m. I get off 3 p.m. I go home, shower, I eat. I start at 5:30. 5:30 to I close around like 1:32 or 2 a.m. And that is a lot of hours. Um, I honestly could have stayed on that job, but I didn't want to ruin my mental health. And it's okay. Sometimes, even if you feel like if you need the job, yeah, stick it up. But if you do not need the job, quit. Because your mental health is more important than a minimum wage job that actually makes you like suffer in a way. That's probably a good advice. Just because there's just people like that. There's jobs like that would just stress you out for like 20 per hour, 18 per hour. I'm like, bro, this is some BS. And it's crazy because there is jobs like that. And yeah, I just stopped working there. And I could have silent quit, but I didn't want the other employees to suffer because of me. So I already let her know so she can actually get someone who might need the hours. Um, but that's just basically it. It's just crazy how unprofessional these places are. Like you get like a day or two training straight up, or sometimes you'll just get no training, and they just throw you in, and then they keep kind of pressuring you. Oh, make this, make that. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like, man, like I worked in Jack in the Box. Straight up, first day they left me alone for an hour, and I'm glad I have experience as a cashier because I knew what to do. But I'm like, imagine if I didn't have any experience. I wouldn't know how to open the cash register. I wouldn't know how to do a coupon, I wouldn't have to do I wouldn't know how to change orders, stuff like that. Um and I'd look. I don't know. I don't know if she was a single mom or not. Who knows? I can't judge. And I know you have a kid, but it's kind of more of like I mean, if they knew, I would say if that manager in duty or manager knew, at least in that situation, that she does this often. I don't know if she does or not. You should have added another cashier, at least 3 cashiers, because why? Always when I used to work at Burger King, we would always have 3 cashiers, at least 3 cashiers, not 2, 3. And there was only me and that lady, and the lady left for a good hour. There should have been another person who should have helped me, but they straight up just got mad because they were like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, this is my first time working something like this. I mean, you can't really expect much." Um, First day I actually did complete it, but the second day I just quit because I didn't like it. Or no, I think I quit the first day. I don't remember because I started just left. Like it ain't even worse. And at that time, I was working at Burger King, and they actually paid me well, no, they didn't, but they only paid me like 20 cents more, and their ad said 17. I'm like, nah, they only paying me 16.80. Screw this job. Bunch of BS owners and managers and stuff like that. Gotta watch out with those types of people. But There was this one customer where they order like a Red Bull, like a Red Bull drink, like fusion. I don't know, Red Bull drink. Let's just say. And they only showed it to me once, but I didn't really see it because he did it too quick. I'm like, I just did the best I could to kind of see, and I just followed what the picture said and the ingredients. um, it's kind of weird too, because even with that girl, like they all kept kind of like staring at me, and I'm like, is this how you treat people who's actually barely starting? Like, bro, you're supposed to help them. You're supposed to show them, help them, make them feel like they actually want to be here. And that's what I don't get with many places and people like that. Like, I guess they are unhappy with their lives, and that's fair. But don't take it to other people though. And the second day, I was still training for 4 hours. They said, "Oh, can you do a closing shift?" Someone called off, and they kind of kept forcing me in a way, guilt tripping me. So I just said yes, and then what I straight up, I took my lunch and I left. Made myself a sandwich. I left. I blocked them. And I was a kid though, so I mean, can't really blame me. Um, yeah, it was just more of like, I deserve better. And it's like, man, a place like that was just not it. Right now, the job I'm working on, I actually do enjoy it because nobody doesn't really bother you as much, and you could literally take your break whenever you want in a way. I guess before the lunch rush, I don't know. It really depends, but I usually like to take my breaks like around 11, and then I straight up just like, man, I just rest. But nobody doesn't bother you. Everybody's like, friendly in a way. Um, I mean, true. The person who trained me only trained me for 2 days. So, well, the thing was, she was a temp agent. So, but I mean, I'm still kind of grateful. Like, it's not like she didn't teach me anything. She did teach me like where all the other items, like stuff like that. Um, but I mean, we honestly, I didn't really get much training. I had to figure everything out to myself. That's why I'm actually able to do the job pretty good for a one man person, because that job requires two dishwashers just because how many dishes there is, and you got to just go back and forth all the time. And I actually do a pretty good job for a per a one man team. Even the old cooks were like, man, like even other dishwashers were struggling and stuff like that. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I do have some experience as dishwashing, a couple months of experience, and now I'm actually gathering more experience, which is actually making me faster. And there's just to the point where I could actually get off around like 2:30, but I rather just do three because I rather them pay me the full hour than the half. But oh yeah, I just had jobs like that. Um, I don't know. There's just been jobs like that lately that are just like assholes, where they just don't care for their employees. I just have jobs like that where they just straight up just don't care about you. Mm, what the heck? Yeah, but sometimes having a job helps you to be a better person in a way, to socialize with at least people. You do spend more time at work than really with your family. Um, but yeah. Mm. I actually do need the money, so it's more of like it's not like I can't quit. I can't afford to quit. Kind of want to do a sleep stream, but I don't think I can, unfortunately. That sucks. I would have been down to make a sleep stream. Oh, let's go. 3 likes. You know what? This stream actually wasn't even that bad. I I kind of want to sell my PC, to be honest. I'm actually just wanting to sell my PC. I really hope someone actually buys my PC just because it's like, I mean, it's a basic PC. And I'm like, okay, I see a lot of people saying when they switch to Xbox to PCs, they improve in games. Nope. For me, it's just like, I just can't get used to it. And I can't even get used to Xbox anymore, so it's a double loss. And it's like, man, you know what? Even though it's a basic PC, I put more money into it. I just want to sell it for the original price if I'm lucky. I don't even got time anymore. I don't got time to play video games. Um, like back then, it's kind of funny how back then when we were kids, we had so much time in my generation where we actually wanted a PC because there's a lot of YouTubers at that time who were playing like mods, like Minecraft mod packs, just some really cool stuff that were like only PC exclusive. And now when we're adults, we have money for a PC, but we barely have time to play it. Because even after work, there's just two decisions. You either want to play the PC, and you do, but it messes you up on your sleep, or you just sleep. There's some days I'll just look at the PC and I'll just turn it off. I'll turn it on and I'll just turn it off after. It's just not fun anymore because we all grew up. I actually did wanted to get a Wii U though. I'm kind of more wanting to play older consoles than the newer consoles just because there's this one game that I do want to play in the Wii U. I remember back then my friend did told me they were able to FaceTime in the Wii U, and I'm like, dang, that's actually kind of sick. We actually had something like that back then. Um, Technology. Um, as a kid, I did remember I did own the classic Nintendo. No, not the Nintendo. The classic Game Boy. I still remember the game I played. It was like this Bob the Builder game. Got it from the Swamp Meet, let's just say. And then I actually remember I got the original 3DS, and it was actually in a Black Friday as well. At that time, I did got a Wii U instead of the Wii U, and the Wii U was more expensive at that time Then the original 3DS, I traded that for that 3DS. That 3DS got ruined. Then I got the 3DS XL for like 100 to 200. I lost that. Now I have this one right now. But that's gone tomorrow. Kind of sucks how they disconnected the server, so Nintendo servers. I was actually kind of sad because man, like we actually had like that back then where we could play online. You could download YouTube, you could do so much stuff. Now it's just like you could mod the 3DS, but there's as much you can really do it, right? Sure, you could save a lot of money on games, but still it's like you can't play online, unfortunately. But I I still remember the color I got. It was like a black one. It was a small one when it came out. They didn't have the XL at that time, I don't think. Or maybe they did, but it was more expensive. No, I don't think so. But now when I'm older, I'm like, I wanted to play on the Wii U though. Because there's this game I always wanted to play. It's Super Mario Sluggers. It's a baseball game where you could actually make your own team. You could either make your own team or you could actually pick your team. And I always wanted to play that. I might though in the future. I want if I get enough room, so I could hook it up to the living room and start playing it. That'll be sick. I did not feel like working because my pants were like wet. I forgot to air dry my pants like last night, and I was like, oh my god. I literally got it around like 6:30 a.m. They were so wet, so I had to kind of use the fan for like 10 minutes. That's all I had, and I just put it on until it just air dries itself. Dang, I never felt this sleepy just now. I kind of do want to go to sleep. I don't know. It's like 10:32 p.m., which is actually still pretty early. I'm not gonna lie. Yo 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 yo. It's just more of a personal collection. Don't have a fever, but my head hurts. Took a Tylenol in the morning. I'm actually gonna be playing with my friend tomorrow. I know it's almost been. I just been busy. I honestly just been busy. Just been having this like same cycle over and over again, where I just straight up just like I go to work, I get off, I sleep, I eat and sleep. I get up, I get off, I eat and sleep. That's all I do every day, every day. And it just feels like, man, I just feel trapped. No way. Dang, we've been live for 40 minutes. Yeah, I don't think I can even do the like an hour streams every day or so. man, I'm like so ready to go to sleep for some reason. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end my live, you guys. Oh no. Omar. Wait, I was about to end stream until I actually saw his name. Omar. I believe, are you one of Shortbus's like supporters? I'm pretty sure you are. Um, if so, tell Shortbus to get his ass like on my channel. Like I won't ban him like he did to me. And I actually want like a straight up apology for him. I want him to get in his knees and just apologize. And we'll forgive him. Like he could join my panel. I don't really care. I just want him to say and talk. I don't want his little decoys. I don't want his goons doing all the talking while he's sitting his ass behind a curtain. He needs to grow the fuck up and be a man. Shorty and weirdo. Okay. I suspected. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Why do you support a content creator like him? Like, I'm actually really, I really want to find out the answer. Like, is it just something with him, or I mean, he does prank calls. He's a grown man in his 40s doing prank calls to people who actually have to live and work have to work for a living. And he's just being stupid. And him doing like being a decoy, he does a horrible job on that, I'm gonna be honest. He does not really help out the cause. I seen a couple of videos on him trying to decoy, and it's just obvious, dude. Like he just sucks at it. And he's calling out the EDP catchers. Like, funny part is what all started is his comment. And then when Shani came back and started dissing him, he straight up just blocked us. It's just funny as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't even know him. Everything you say about him is wrong, really. Is he a fraud or something? He seems like a fraud. I mean, in the same time, it's like you could tell who they are based on their actions, to be honest. Sharbuzz isn't really a good guy. If he was a good guy, he would have manned up and apologized to the EDP catchers. Why? Because they actually didn't do anything wrong, and they actually had confirmation and case numbers of them reporting evidence to the police. And I guess Duzma, whatever the bitch's name is, I guess her just saying her just kind of like cutting me off and stuff like that. Like she needs to work on her manners. I'm sorry, but whoever raised them need to learn their manners, because it seems like they didn't really do a good job on, like, parenting them. I am out. Have a great. Yep. You should come back to my stream, Omar. You should bring Shortbus to watch this. I feel like he needs to watch this. But it's okay. It's okay if he doesn't want to. I understand. Yeah, Shortbus definitely needs to grow the fuck up, honestly. It's a grown man doing prank calls. And it's just like, man, Shortbus is like, dude, like when I confronted him, he was like, "Oh, I could bring somebody else to explain the situation where I'm like, bro, you can't talk to me like a man. You can't talk to me like a one-on-one or some shit. Like, you really have to get your decoys, your little decoys, to explain things to you while you're a grown man sitting behind the curtains thinking about, like, oh, yeah, I don't gotta do the damn thing. Like, bro, you're a grown man. And he lives with his mom. Pretty fucking sad, too. Like, I get it. Maybe if you're in your early 30s or even like 20s and 30s is fine. But like when you're 40 and up, like, yeah, something is definitely wrong with you, my guy. Like, it just seemed like your parents didn't really push you that hard in life. And it really does show a lot of results. I mean, it really did show a kind of character he is. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, I mean, anyways, like, the EDP catchers actually caught a teacher from an all boys school. That teacher ever since got fired from that school. So what they're saying is how EDP catchers are not making a difference, but they clearly are making a difference. If it wasn't for the EDP catchers, that teacher would have still worked there. Yes or no? Exactly. And it's just crazy to me how there's just people glazing and just defending Shortbus, thinking he's the victim, but my guy literally started making comments first, and he actually keeps talking about us too. Like, even if we didn't really talk about him for a good month, he would bring his shitty ass local page and just take screenshots of me and stuff like that, and then just post on his locals. It's so creepy. Like, my guy, you're 40 years old and you're doing all this to young adults. Like, my guy, you definitely need help or something. And look, I'm not gonna cuss him out. I ain't gonna do all that because I'm too grown for him. I want him to join up my panel and on my stream too. I ain't gonna block him. I'm not gonna block him. There's no need. I just want to talk to him. That's really it. Like, honestly, like, I just want to talk to him to see like what was on his mind at that time, and like, and it's funny because we proved him wrong. And then I guess for his revenge, he just blocked us. Like, bro, you started the beef with us, and then you block us. Seems like you can't really handle the heat, my guy. It was kind of funny because I was literally gonna end stream until I saw you on there. I don't know if you're still here or not. I don't think so, but I was like, man, I was about to end stream. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, we could still stream until an hour, to be honest. I'm down for that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hilarious how Shortbus thinks that, and Duzma, their decoys, thinks that EDP catchers are not making a difference. But they literally caught a serial killer. They caught a teacher. If they haven't had caught that teacher, you don't know what would have happened. And then they're saying that they don't are not doing anything. That kind of just makes me like think that they're probably the ones that do it for clicks and views at that point and for money. Um because the EDP catchers, they do not do it for money or any or clout and bullshit like that. They don't do anything for that. They don't even get paid for that. But to the fact that Duzma is getting paid for being a decoy and is actually like, playing this as a game is just disgusting of her. It's just a disgusting human being that shouldn't even be a human. being. She failed. Shortbus and her goons failed society. They failed to be a good human. They failed to be even a human with a heart. They're no animal. I thought that was Shortbus. I guess not. Yeah, honestly, I don't have sympathy with those types of people. They're just a bunch of time wasters. Like, it's funny how Shortbus blocked me on Discord too. Like, bro, it's like all we just wanted to do is just talk, and you just apologize, and we cool. We're good. We're cool. But to the fact that he's not manning up for his mistake kind of shows how immature he really is for his age. It's kind of weird and disgusting in a way. I give him the benefit of the doubt. And him saying about like frauds and stuff like that, like, bro, it clearly shows that the content creator he's talking about, I'm not going to say their names, they're doing it for clicks and views. You have someone who's boxing. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, everybody would love to smack a child predator, yes or no? Of course. But if they said they were not making it for views and stuff like that, you have people boxing a predator for views. Now, if you didn't record it, or you recorded like the aftermath, then that's different. That's a whole different thing. But the fact that you're actually making it like, you're doing it for money and stuff like that, that's actually for clout. And there's actually two YouTubers that actually do that. They box a child predator, or they even like they they would just do some like stuff. And then they're saying EDB catchers do it for clout? No, no, they don't. The YouTubers that they actually subscribe to are doing it for clout. You probably don't even care. It's just funny. So quiet. It's just crazy how when you try to confront somebody, they just block you. It's like, bro, you need to learn how to take accountability of yourself. You can't be running for your problems anymore. Got like 6 more minutes until an hour. Let's keep it up, you guys. Anyways, I think I am kind of done with Shortbus more. I just honestly, it would just be cool if he just apologized, and we'll most likely forgive him. I mean, he just needs to take accountability and apologize, but he kind of just decided to not really act for his age, and he just decided to like steal. Wait, why did I say steal? Oh my god, I was thinking about Minecraft Bed Wars for some reason. Oh my, you're still here. Interesting. I thought you left. I thought you went to see Shortbus or something. When's the next sleep stream? No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna do one. Can't. I am about to go to sleep though, but I'm just waiting until it hits that 1 hour mark. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I might just tell Shortbus like, hey, like, like straight up, like man to man, like if you just join up to my panel and just apologize. You don't even gotta make a video at that point. Like I even asked him to make a video, but I'm like, bro, you don't even gotta make a video. If you just straight up just apologize to me and the EDP catchers that you were in the wrong and stuff like that, we would most likely forgive you. Why? Because we don't really have hate with people like that. We just didn't appreciate you and your community just disrespecting us. Straight up, the EDP catchers post, they literally have like 200 comments of Shortbus's community. And I knew what he was doing. I I know what Shortbus was doing. You're watching the fight tomorrow. I do not know what fight, Omar. I knew what Shortbus was doing. The moment that he made a video of saying unwanted vibes and like join, leave a comment on this guy's channel, and it's like, okay, you could have addressed it a little bit better, Shortbus, don't you think? Instead of saying drop a comment, you could have just say be respectful. And it's true. You can't control what they're gonna say. But I'm pretty sure if you had said that, most of your community would have been respectful. But to the point where he kind of just said, "Oh yeah, just drop a comment, tell them what they're doing wrong." It's like, bro, you started this shit. Now you're backing out. And it's like, sure, boss, you kind of started all that. Like, my guy, you straight up just told your community. Yeah, that's just straight up just getting harassed every day, people leaving like comments of them. Just it was just wow, it's just disgusting. My tooth infection still kind of hurts though, so that's why I'm like kind of slurring my words right now. Um, can't wait to get that fixed though. Hope I get it fixed soon. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. I am tired, y'all. We got one more minute. Get that shit pulled. No, they're not gonna pull it. I have a cavity, but it's pretty deep. That's the thing. And they weren't really too sure, but they told me that all they're gonna do is just shave it off. They're gonna give me like a different type of filling, or I think they're just gonna remove my whole teeth. I forgot what the lady said. No, they're just gonna shave off my cavity and just straight up just put filling. But that's gonna cost me probably like $900. So. It's like 2 weeks. Freaking, oh no. Living in America is expensive. But yeah, anyways, you guys, I am going to be wrapping up stream though. I do appreciate everybody who stopped by with these, likes and, viewerships. I don't know what next live will be. Maybe soon, but until then, stay safe, y'all, and peace out. Signing